that at the end of our session. A pleasant good morning to our YouTube family. We just went live. Let's see if I can refresh my page here. I have the computer too far back. So there we go. All right. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good
We are
morning.
live. Yes. How y'all doing this morning? I'm so happy to be back on this side of the earth. Listen, little. I went on a flight. Oh man. I I went on two different flights. Going was Flamingo Air. We talk about you are what you eat and how the flamingo, um, if he doesn't eat the food that he's used to having, well, he should have. Well, let's put it this way: the flamingo is born, with white or gray like feathers, but because of his diet, he's beautiful and pink. So the airline I went on Friday was called Flamingo Air. I said, Lord, if this flamingo ain't eating the right food, we going down. But it was beautiful. The flight was superb. I gave a thumbs up to the pilot. But let me tell y'all a joke for those who weren't on the prayer line. This sister and her sister, Jackie, I had been going, busy, 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 busy. I had not, I really didn't have a moment. I truly did not have a moment. And got off at the wrong airport.
Ew.
Yes, we did. Got off at the wrong airport. And so they had two stops. One was Governor's Harbor and one was North Eleuthera. So, Claudia and I were back and forth about where I was going to get off at. And all that. I didn't, I was tired. I was reading, I was studying, preparing for the presentations. On the flight, I'm reading and taking notes and trying to be ready for my program that night. And I'm like, Lord, got off at the wrong airport. So we got off. Not Muriel, we got off, right? And thank you all for joining us by YouTube. Get off that flight, right? We got off that flight. That's the right way of saying it. Got off the flight, and we we were told, um, your bags? No bags for you guys. I said, yeah. I said, you guys gotta find my bags. I said, where are my bags? The young man said, there are no more bags on that plane, ma'am.
Oh boy.
I said, okay, no problem. I said, God must know what he's doing. No problem. So I said to the bus, we went inside. He said, you probably were supposed to get off in the north. I said, no, no, we're supposed to get off right here. So
Mm-mm.
when we got inside, I said to the young lady, I said, excuse me, they forgot our bags. I said, so you guys better start finding us some clothes. I said, because we need some clothes. I got to speak this weekend. I said, need something for tonight, tomorrow. So the lady says, what's your names? We gave her our names. She said, you got off at the wrong airport.
Wow.
I was like, what? I said, I can't believe it. She said, yes, ma'am, you got off at the wrong airport. I said, no problem. I said, how far is it to the next airport? So she said, about 50 minutes. So we'll take a taxi. We'll take a taxi because that was the only time that I actually got to, well, my friend Jackie got to really get a full view of where from there to where we're heading to the north to Gregorytown. So we went from Governors to Gregorytown. And so that was our first time. I think she said she hadn't been able to see the entire Eleuthera like that anyhow. So it was good. It was a good way of seeing the island. I have been from end to end. I've been from end to end. I told you guys I've been there multiple times. So I've been there, I've been all over. But it was a wild experience, I was like, Jackie, I'm so sorry. But we got in the taxi and I believe that God would have it just that way because we got to, witness to this gentleman who was driving us, and he was such a nice guy. And we didn't see him again, but we did get to witness with him and talk with him and share with him. And then we got to stop over at High Rock, Big Rock, if he's watching this morning. Mr. Tony at Big Rock, do a shout out. So if you live in Eleuthera, he has the chia seeds, he has the flax seeds, and tomorrow he'll have the vegan helminths. So stop to Big Rock, get some of your items that we dealt with or used this weekend. But it was fun. I'm telling you, I was like, wow. I said, I'm so tired. I said, I can't be so tired. You can't ever be so tired that you don't pay attention to the directions.
Mm.
That's the problem with most of us. We do it our way. We don't have time. We are busy and all that kind of stuff. And we truly need to pay attention because God wants us to make sure that we're following the mandate, following the directions. Can't be too busy to know where you're going. Because if you
That's the
don't know where
truth.
you're going, you can end
Mm.
up lost. You can end up dead. You can end up. So it was a lot of life lessons for me. So I'm going to probably write a whole sermon on getting off at the wrong airport. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will write an
Well, I'm
entire sermon on that because to me, I was like, wow, a lot of life lessons. But it was such a beautiful drive down. The waters were beautiful. It was gorgeous, and so yeah, I didn't complain. I just enjoyed the time. So for that, I just give God praise that He got us there, and we were safe. Then when we got to the park, we had a beautiful time. Our driver was waiting for us, and I'm just sharing it to one more place. Our driver was waiting for us, and Claudia, I'll show you her in a minute. And let me get some of those photos in here. Let me show photos as we talk, because that's what we're gonna do. Good morning. What's she saying? I can't see. Oh, hold on, Ruth. I can't see your comment. One second. Yes, yes, yes. I don't complain about stuff. I stopped doing that because it don't sound so good. And it was just a 15-minute drive. As far as I'm concerned, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. So then I actually got to go to the food store that I had called the gentleman to say, hey, order these things. I didn't get to go back that side at all because we were in the north and he's in the wherever south. So it was impossible to even go back. The island's 121 miles long. My island in Nassau is only seven. We have what? How much are we destroyed? Went blank. 7 by 21. That's how small we are compared to 121 miles. So I didn't get time to go back. Let me show you guys some photos, and then we're gonna get to cooking. Not cooking like that, but I have so many treats here from the island. I want to share my treats with you. Good morning on YouTube. Good morning. Hi, sister. How you doing? That's Lady Joanne says good morning. Good morning. Then we have Vignia says good morning, everyone. God's grace and blessings to you. And then we have Jean Dedu. Good morning from Rwanda. Lisa Elliott, good morning. Well, you know what you got to do? Get a like, subscribe, share, and comment if you like content on our YouTube channel. Okay. So let me show you some of my photos right quick, and then we're going to get into what we're doing this morning. Um, uh, where am I going? Okay, here. Right. So I'm there now. So it was, like I said, Eleuthera was, I think, my favorite island. And I had to share this with the pastor. When I first went to Eleuthera, I was probably about 12. My mom, that's me jumping into the arms of God. That's a cliff that goes deep ocean, okay? So we're just pretending we're jumping, of course. Obviously, we're just pretending.
mm.
And then that's Jackie pretending that she's jumping. I don't know if you can see so well. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. Good. And that's Claudia right there with her beautiful little baby girl. Hold on. And okay, so I'm just showing that's the view. That's the view
So
that we were at.
beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Claudia was explaining to us that she swims. You see where that building is over there? She swims from there. I think I went straight around, all around there as a child growing up, all around there in that ocean blue water. I
Wow.
said, "Girl, you are brave." All of what I'm showing you is where she swam as a child.
Mm.
So I think I continue going. I think I continue going. I hope I do. Yes, I think I do. All of that. I said, but Claudia, that's deep ocean. She said, yeah. Like all of
Mm.
that. All of that. That's right. Okay. I said, girl, you guys are brave. You guys are brave. And that's Jackie on the rock. That rock, let me explain that rock where we're sitting is called the Point. A little baby boy, Donovan, his mom and his dad built that little rock there so that persons could come and they can sit there and as they sit, they probably ask, well, who is Donovan? And he'll forever be remembered because he was a little boy. That's my little plane I went on. 12-seater. My friend said, this is the smallest plane I've ever I've
Mm.
been on a smaller plane to my mom's island. I think it took a 6-seater. So, but it was an excellent flight, no complaints. That's Flamingo Air. All right. Shout out to Flamingo Airlines this morning. And there goes us going on to Flamingo Air. And that's my niece. She walked us straight to the plane. That's in Shire, Mom Muriel. That's in Shire from the prayer line.
Okay.
From yes. And that's me and Jackie realizing we had the wrong airport. And that's the church on Friday night. And there's Claudia. So Claudia is my new daughter. I'm adopting Claudia. I've known Claudia for a long time. But I'm telling y'all, Claudia is the pastor. Claudia, pastor. If you're watching this one, don't take no offense. But Claudia is the pastor. Claudia is the elder. Claudia is the deaconess. Claudia is the chef. Claudia is the driver. Claudia,
She's every.
Claudia is the church. Yeah, she's phenomenal. And that's me and the pastor. Handsome young man on fire for the Lord, and his beautiful baby girl. And his wife was not there. She was in Nassau this weekend. She's trying to finish up her education, so she'll be finished soon. These are us at our cooking school. The cooking school with all of the little people and the parents and everybody. Now it was of course a small school because that's me Friday night. Um it's Jackie and I at our little place that we stayed, a beautiful place. I don't know the name of it. All right. That's just me talking. So we went to the park. There's a beautiful story here. I gotta share it before we move on. We go to the park. Good morning, Pauline. We go to the park and we're gonna cook soon, I promise. And you see the guy in the yellow, his name is Paul. Let me tell you a story. Right quick. And then I'm promising you we're gonna talk about what we're gonna cook. Paul, well, when we get there on Friday, I told you we got to the park. This is where we met my driver, our Claudia, my daughter, right? We get to the park on Friday, and when we get there, this is not Friday, obviously, this is Sabbath. When we got there, she introduces us to Paul, and she introduces us to the Reverend of the town. I said, "Oh, nice to meet you guys," and we shake hands, and he says, "I'm gonna come and play for you tomorrow," because he's a pianist and organist. I said, "Oh, I can't wait! Awesome!" And so he doesn't show up for Sabbath morning because he says, "Man, I overslept," So we go to the park on Sabbath, but when we get to the park, there's a bar. I can't remember the name of it that we're right next to this bar. You can't see it, but it's right there. The bar is blasting music, mom, blasting. I'm talking about the
Wow.
music was so loud. So I said, Pastor, my mama says, if you have an English tongue in your mouth, you use it. Just go in there and just ask them to turn it down, turn it off. So he says, "You're going with me." So we go in. I said, "Let's go." I said, "Oh, no, let me tell you something. I'm not afraid of people. I've never been. My mother always told me, you talk to too many people. I've never been afraid to ask. It just depends on how you ask. And, you got to be nice. Come on, this is their place. So I walked in, and who's there? Paul and the Reverend. And I said, the music's a bit loud. I said, we want to sing some songs. The Reverend said, well, Paul's in charge. I said, really? Oh, that's easy. So I go over to Paul. Paul said, off. It's gone. Don't even worry about it. So
Oh,
there's some
thank the
ladies
Lord.
sitting opposite. Listen though, there's some ladies sitting opposite, and they're like, um, you turn up that music? He says, and I ain't going to hell for y'all. It's gone. So he turns up the music. We're singing. And I guess he thinks that we're not playing good enough because I can't play. Whoever's playing. He said, move on the side. I got this. And he takes over and he starts playing. Listen to me. I had to take a baby girl, this little lady, this young lady, right here on the end. The one they're singing. Her little baby needed to use the restroom. I go into the bar and everybody's singing.
Oh, wonderful.
Everybody's singing. And they're singing, I mean, singing. I said, oh my goodness, praise the Lord. They said, yes, praise the Lord. We're singing, we're singing. So that's Claudia. That's my new little baby boy. That's not Claudia's boy. That belongs to Lavanda. So Lavanda, shout out to Lavanda and her family this morning and my new husband. I call him my new husband. That's her husband. Beautiful families. That's Jackie. Jackie's doing we do conch salad in the Bahamas. So this is corn salad. Corn, not conch salad, conch fritters. She's doing corn fritters. Jackie is the manager of the Bahamas Academy cafeteria. So she went with me, my best friend there. We had a good time. The children were eating the soup there like it's so good. We had a good time. It was really good. That picture's upside down. That's us crossing that beautiful bridge I talk about a whole lot. Look at me taking the whole first few minutes. We're gonna cook. I promise you, don't leave. And that's me going over the bridge. That's the glass window bridge. On one side you have the Caribbean Sea, the other side you have Luther waters, okay? Atlantic Ocean, that's what we were told. And that's us just cooking. I'm just gonna go cooking, 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 cooking. That garden, I'm gonna talk about that garden in a moment. You all know what that is? Anybody knows that? That's a trivia question, but what is that? What is that? Trivia question. Come on.
Dill,
Candy
Dill.
dill.
Lily.
Yes,
It's dill.
dill. Yes.
I picked it as a
This young
child and I fried it with my grandmother.
this young lady can sing. I wish I put the audio on. Let me tell y'all, Lavanda can sing. Let's me do it. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. So I'm just happy that we got to go to Luther to share with the people down there and to be with them. So we're gonna just do the official start. Like I said, I don't have a thumbnail today because we're doing something that I was so tired last night. I said, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm gonna just do a partial raw today because it's raw. It's I have a lot of raw. Got some. Anybody know what that is?
That's what we call fake
Hog
banana.
banana. Hog banana.
Bananas, hog bananas. Got a whole hand, but I gave most of it to Jackie. And what else we got here?
That's a mango.
That's a mommy. It's a very
No,
soft, very
it's a
sweet.
very small, it's a very small papaya.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, very small papaya.
I threw it
And then,
off.
yes, you
Pumpkin.
can. What's that? Yeah,
Pumpkin.
this pumpkin came from that same garden that I showed you just now. I couldn't show a lot of
Oh,
it
that's a
because
nice one.
she's not, listen to me. She gave us three or four pumpkin. I left two. I couldn't bring all because they charge you to bring these overweight. She was like, "What do you need? I want to give you everything for the soup. It's farm to table. We got onions, pumpkin, cabbage, fresh from the garden. I brought some of the red just for me." It's like, wow, that lady was phenomenal. So thank you to my lady, the owner of that farm. I won't give her a name. And then she gave us some bottled tomatoes and a nice bottle of what? Pomegranate jam. Okay,
Oh,
no, yeah, I don't think it's pomegranate. This is not pomegranate. What's the other one? Oh yeah, 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 with the seeds in there.
guava.
No, it's not guava. You see the little black seeds? What has the black seeds?
Oh, okay.
Pomegranate? It may be pomegranate, not pomegranate. Passion fruit. Sorry, passion fruit jam. That's passion fruit
Mm-hmm.
jam. So she makes these things. Beautiful little lady, look just like my mama. And so I'm gonna do a pumpkin smoothie. But all that being said, we're doing pumpkin smoothies this morning. Pumpkin spice smoothie. Recipe will be up later on, hopefully by tonight or to first thing in the morning. I definitely will get the photos up in the recipe itself. I've already on the notes there. So what I did as we get into our cooking, as I got up this morning, as I woke up this morning, because I was so tired last night, so there's just no way I'm getting up out of my bed. Okay.
Morning, Marlene.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Tired.
You too?
You bake the pumpkin.
I roasted some just enough for my smoothie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't ever take the skin off. Now, if the skin is tough, and sometimes it is, you scoop it out. If it's good, then you keep it. So I'm going to take this pumpkin, and that same lady that gave us this from her garden, listen to me. She came just before I went to the cooking school, and all of those herbs all around the table, she placed them there. She said, I want the place to look just beautiful. So she brought all of those herbs, all the dill, and phenomenally. I mean, oh, you should see her view. I think I could see her sunset with you guys. Her view is breathtaking. When you go upstairs, it's like, wow, all you see is water, and just and Eleuthera has a lot of rock. Eleuthera has a lot of rock. So let's come up with our recipes for the rest of the week. So today is um pumpkin spice smoothie. Wednesday for sure is cheesy broccoli because my girl will be back, the Empress. Tuesday, I'll come up with something tofu. I got tofu in my fridge. Always look to see what you have in your cupboard. You know what I learned also? Not learned, but you know what God confirmed for me again? You know, the Charge de Affairs of the American Embassy, she talks about the fact that Bahamians need to eat what they grow. Went to that little farm and the lady was like, stop cooking what you don't grow. Eat what you grow. And we grow a lot of what? Pigeon peas. I said, yes, it's the same story
Mm.
again. So obviously God is trying to tell me something too. So let's get those on there. You can't see. Let's put that down just a little. Let's actually take it down. There you go. All right. So our pumpkin, I'm going to cut it up. So I normally cut my pumpkin up about that size, and I try to stand them up. It doesn't matter if it's standing or otherwise. That was a tough one just now. And that took an hour in my toast oven. I didn't even like the oven. Okay. Good morning. That's my favorite pastor. Don't tell Pastor Wilson. Hi, Pastor. How good morning. Guess what I'm cooking, Pastor? I'm taking all of these pumpkin that I got from my lady at the farm, and we're making a pumpkin smoothie this morning. Tomorrow we do a pumpkin soup. How about it? We do a pumpkin soup tomorrow, or something pumpkin. Something pumpkin's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to save those seeds. I'm going to use those seeds, right? Of course. I'm going to use
Mm-hmm.
those seeds, and I am going to. And good morning, of course, to Leah. Good morning, Leah. Good morning. That's Pastor's daughter. She told me bye. She said bye. Little Leah. All right. So I'm gonna keep those seeds. I was so inspired. I gotta start a garden. Gotta start my garden. I have to start a garden. It's imperative that we grow all our foods, right? And so thank you so much for sharing that link for the prayer room. I appreciate that, lady. Veronica, a real papaya. Someone says that's a real papaya. It is. It came right from Claudia's tree, Claudia and Pacino. Shout out to Claudia and Pacino this morning, right? So he brought us fresh coconut with jelly coconut and water. Oh my, listen, when you go to the island, you get spoiled. You get spoiled. The natives spoil you, you know. I just love it. So we're supposed to be going back. I can't wait. I'm ready. But you know, when I first went to what I was saying earlier, I got distracted, that ADHD brain of mine. When I first got to, you can see it. Can't. Let me take over just a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm doing. When I first went to Eleuthera, I was there to teach a soap making class, which I'm going to advertise that in a minute also. And the lady that brought me there told me that the number one reason for death in the country of Eleuthera, in the island of Eleuthera, was cancer. And so
Mm.
I said, wow, no. She said, yes, breast cancer, number one, then prostate cancer, number two. I said, no, that's awful. And so they're like, oh, something's in the environment. They have the BRCA gene and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow. I said, I want to move here. That's why I said instantly, I didn't even ask the Lord. I just said, I want to move here. And she was like, oh, wow, that would be beautiful if you moved here. You could open up a lifestyle center and a restaurant. Plus, people think I'm interested in restaurant. I'd have to have a lot of help. I'd have to have a lot of help because restaurants are a lot of work, as we know. So that's when I first said, I think I want to go to Eleuthera. That was my first time I realized, wow, there's something here that maybe God would want us to do. So if there are persons in listening air who, you know, you have the means and you don't mind investing it into a lifestyle center, there's no money in it. It's an investment to heaven. If you'd like to help, you know, you can always remember that there's a need, there's a big need down there. So, you know, I think the start of it would be to go from parish to parish or settlement to settlement, we call it here, and just do some cooking classes, some plant-based cooking classes to teach the natives how to eat healthier. I think that's the easiest way to do this initially. All right. All right. So anybody here has had pumpkin spice smoothie before?
Nope.
Nope. I just think it's gonna taste amazing. It better. But pumpkin pie tastes good. Pumpkin soup tastes amazing. So why can't pumpkin spice smoothie taste good too? Right? And I'm not lighting up my oven for this because there's no need. There's only a little bit. And I eat it just like that. Once it's roasted, it tastes amazing. I usually top it. I'll show you in a minute, but I'm going to top it. All right. Hey, she says, if all you have to do is plant one seed. I know one seed. Imagine one seed and it just spreads,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's the same thing with it only takes a spark to get that fire going. Just one person needs to start sharing. Just one person. All right, if you're on that live this morning on YouTube, please remember to share it on your status, share it on your Facebook page. I just shared it on my Facebook page to several different places. Eh? Okay, beautiful. So there goes. Then I usually top it with either cinnamon, or you can top it with what I combined as my cinnamon is the coriander and cardamom. Remember, we use those mostly. I get the cardamom from the international marketplace here in Nassau, and you can try to find it wherever you're located. And you chop it. You chop it, Smells amazing. Just top it off. Top it off. Now, some people, if I were using it, sorry, can you ground the, well, say it again. Can you grow that one seed in a grow bag, or do you need to put it under the ground like normal? No, I think you could start that even on a napkin. Do you know that? You take a napkin, you wet that napkin, and you put that on there, and it will start growing. Yeah. You don't have to, that don't have, you can just throw those seeds. Pumpkin seeds, just throw it, it grows. It's a vine.
Mhm.
It's a vine, it just grows. Yeah. So that's gonna grow. If I put that near the garbage bin, the pumpkin plants will come. Big, beautiful leaves. Yeah, I forgot people in New York and those areas, you don't do those kinds of stuff. I'll show you. So she had much of those growing on her property. Oh man, hold on. You know what she had in abundance? One tree probably had about 2 dozen salsa. They were big like this. One tree. I'm like, wow. There's sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And when I was exercising this morning, the aroma of my kitchen was wow. Anybody came in would be like, something nice is baking. Now I'll put just a pinch of this. Just a pinch. Yes, just a pinch. Yeah, just a pinch of cinnamon. And like I said, you can add your own spices. People add nutmeg and all that. I don't do the nutmeg at all. At all. I don't use nutmeg at all. Then I'm going to cover this with some foil. I'll recycle the same foil I just used just now. I usually put wax first. So I put the wax paper first because I'm not big on the foil.
Now, the wax, you mean parchment paper, right?
Yeah, I have that right here. Parchment is right here. I'm looking for it.
The reason why I said that is I want y'all to learn from my mistake. I didn't know the difference between wax paper and parchment paper, and they look the same. The box kind of said the same, but I noticed when I used the wax paper in my toaster oven, it would smoke.
Oh, it burns. It smokes.
So
It melts.
parchment paper.
The wax melts off of it. The wax
I
melts.
know. I didn't even think that, but you're right.
Yeah,
it's parchment paper you're using.
It can light a fire.
Oh, yeah.
It can light fire. Even the parchment paper did it to me the other day. So you be careful.
Yes.
I tried. Yes, it did. Yes, even the parchment. So what I do is I make sure that it's totally covered by the foil. Yeah.
But it started the fire for two different reasons. The parchment paper started the fire because it touched the little element that heats. The wax might start the fire because the wax paper started to melt.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I said, Lord have mercy, I bought the wrong thing.
Yeah. Hi, Laura. Laura says we can actually also eat the young leaves of the pumpkin. All right, then. Eat the whole plant. Amen. Even the pumpkin seeds, you can take it and roast them and get your little pumpkin seed on the inside. Of course, it's more difficult to harvest, but it can definitely be done. So
in some Asian countries, they eat the flower too, the yellow flower.
Oh, really? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you can batter it and eat it.
Batter it.
Yeah, people batter it. They put a batter on it, and then they
on the what? On the
flour.
Wow.
I think they do it just like they do squash blossoms, which is like really expensive in the store. I think what I'm hearing sounds just like what they do to squash blossoms.
You take the
sometimes they stuff it and fry it, or sometimes they just fry it, and it is delicious.
You should only take the male flower, though, not the female flower. The female flower is what makes the fruit. The male flower is what you use to pollinate the female flower, but you take the male flower off because it has no use after the pollination.
How do you know the difference?
Hold on. I was going to ask you the same thing. How do you know the difference?
You can look at it. The female almost looks, well, we're online, but the female almost looks like the female body part.
That's fine.
The male part, the male looks like a male part. It's a stamen or something like that, it's called. But
I'll find it online. You want to look at it?
Stamen. You can tell the difference between the two. So the female looks like something that would receive pollination, and the male looks like something that would fertilize.
Oh, that's most interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
God
Very
is
interesting.
Amazing. God is amazing. How creative he is.
Let me see if I can find a photo of it right quick before we. That's pretty cool. So there goes my seeds. I'm gonna go through this here and get the seeds, and I'm going to definitely save
I
them.
love
She
pumpkin.
gave us tons of seeds, but I didn't bring any because of course I
Put
had
them
a
in your cereal. I put them in my, I don't even roast them. I put them in my cereal. They're absolutely delicious.
just like that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no, you take the skin off first.
right. All
You will
right.
not
Let's see
be
if I can
happy with
find.
it.
Oh, to get
Yeah.
the nut that's inside. That's what
Right to
you're
get the nut.
saying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, some people crack them in their mouth and then you get the seed
Right,
out.
because you
As
want to get the seed
children,
out because that's a pumpkin seed. That's a
yeah, as
pumpkin seed in
children, we
there.
would buy them and sunflower seeds and chew on them all day. Remember they sold them salted?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. That's right. Yes, they don't sell it anymore. Like in these same little bags
Oh,
that
I'm
the
sure
seasoning
they
came in.
do. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
That's
think what you
really
were talking about on the napkin, Chef Marlene, was sprouting. You sprouted that
yeah. You're
seed on
sprouting it
napkin.
out
And
exactly
I
because
think
as children we did it. As children in school, or we
and
put it in a jar. You put it as children. We put it in a jar. Put the napkin there, and it will start growing. Yeah,
the only thing I
and you
was
don't
gonna
have
say
to.
is that I'm sorry. The only
Mhm.
thing I was gonna say was that that sprouted seed, I think, is making it more nutritious. And I know
Of
people who will
course,
sprout
most.
and eat, so
You
you
could
might
put it
not
I
in
be
plants.
tempted
I
to
have
put
sprouts
it
in
in
my
the
fridge. We
ground.
did last week. We did sprouts last week. You weren't here. I have all
No,
kind of mung bean sprouts. I left them here. I left them. I couldn't take all of that stuff with me.
no, I'm
So
saying you might be tempted to eat the sprout, then plant the sprout.
yeah, that's true. Hey, but that's true. I will try some of these in sprouting and see how it comes out. Because you could sprout any seed. That's the truth.
Right.
That's a nice one. Let's see if I can find what Miss Linda B was talking about. Let's quickly go there. Quick, quick, quick. We want to look at the male and female. That's pretty interesting. I'll add it to my PowerPoint right quick.
Pumpkin.
Male and female
Pumpkin.
pumpkin. That's pretty
Oh,
interesting. Yeah,
oh,
it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Pumpkin flowers. It came right up. Number one. Wow. Okay, let's see. Pictures of it, or images rather. Oh, wow. Let me show you guys. That's so interesting. Images. Let's go there right quick. That is so interesting. I've seen it, but I just never knew. Wow. So this is going to be the male versus female. They actually have a whole video on it on YouTube. Male versus female flowers for the. Okay, I'll just take you to Google. How about
Like
it?
you said, Marlene, I'm picturing it in my mind, but I never knew that's what it was.
Yeah, I've seen it as a child. I've seen it, of course, growing up, and because I don't see too many. Only as I go to visit farms when I get to visit the
Okay.
family islands. So there goes. You see that? I could see the difference. I'm not going to click on any of them in particular because I'm not sure if they're all copyrighted. So but that is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
that is pretty cool. Let me see. Let me just
Wait, but see if you can
Female.
point
just a
to
little
which one is
close.
the which one is the female that you think based on the looking of it.
Female, male.
The outside. The
now
big
right
one.
there, that's the female that makes the fruit, the one on the left.
This one here.
The fruit.
This one here.
No, the one
Yes.
on
Oh,
your
this one.
yes, that's the one. You see
That
the
one.
pumpkin at the bottom.
I see it. The pumpkin's right here. You
Right
see
now,
it, guys?
right now,
Right.
if you scroll, and now the other one doesn't have it. The one right next to it doesn't.
This one does not have.
Uh-huh. Now, if you scroll down and go to your right, the
Right.
next picture.
Yes.
This one here.
No, right in the
To your
middle.
left.
Right there. No, move over to the left.
Move over to your left. There's something
No,
protruding from the middle.
you're missing one. You're missing. Move over.
This one.
Now that's the male, and the
That's
one
the middle. Yeah.
the one next to it is the
Yeah.
female.
It's too cool. Look at that. That is so cool. It looks like it too.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Thank you. That's an
Oh
awesome
my,
lesson.
my. Woo-hoo.
That's an awesome lesson. High in zinc. Thank you. Laura says it's high in zinc. The leaves are high in zinc. Awesome. Awesome. That's beautiful. That's an awesome lesson. Thank you so much for sharing, Linda B. That's why I have a YouTube and a Zoom platform because then we get to learn together more than I can share. I have people on my platform who know far more than me. Hello. I'm just excited about that. That's awesome. Let me grab my blender.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, it does. Amen. Love that. That's why I have it like this, because it's a different kind of setup. It's not the regular setup where everybody, just sharing. I think we can learn together, we can share together, we can all benefit from this whole journey, far more, far more. So that one that I fixed is still leaking and I haven't had time. I'm going to do it today as I'm on my couch relaxing to see if I can get them to refund me my money, because the other one's still leaky, still leaky. Really sad. And I think that adding the glue to it made matters worse. Maybe the glue heats up and it just did this number where it's kind of like splitting all over, splits. I haven't even looked at it in a couple of days. All right, so good. So let's grab that. So we're gonna of course put our pumpkin in there, right? Add our pumpkin. I didn't have peas. So a little lady walked into my shop. Her name was Sister Varens. Unfortunately, she died during COVID, her and her husband. Beautiful lady. As I thought of her, I literally thought of her this morning and I cried because she was one of my number one supporters, like not financially, like just there, just there. So she walks into my shop. She said, "What can I do to help you?" I said, "I'm peeling pumpkin." She said, "Stop peeling." I said, "What? Don't peel it. Roast it whole with all the leaves, with all the skin." I said, "I'm going to roast it with the skin." She said, "Yes, ma'am." I thought that was the most fascinating thing. And I was scared. So I roasted it like she said. When I came out the next morning, well, when I came back from roasting an hour later, it was soft. And she said, "Now blend all of it." I was so thrilled because guess what? You lose a whole lot when you roast, when you have to peel it. When you're peeling, you are losing nutrients, but you're losing some of the actual pumpkin too, right? So I was like, wow, you should smell this. This smells amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna make all of that. I'm gonna make all of that this morning. Yes, I am. It ain't a whole lot. Now the recipe will go up later on. It will just be 2/3 cups of that. That's all you need. But I figure make all. Why not? Why not? Why not? All right. All right. So it's gonna smell like pumpkin pie. Now I did think of actually adding like a nice cashew cream to the top, but I'm like, enough of the nuts, right? I am gonna add nuts, obviously. So I have some almonds soaking it because I don't buy milk. I never buy milk. I never buy milk pasture. I never do. I always make my milk when I'm making my smoothie of some sort. Okay. Let's put that there. So I have my nuts just soaking just now because, of course, like I said, I just got back last night. I was tired yesterday evening. And then I have my dates, right? And these are the dates I'm using. I got them from the international market here in Nassau, but you get them far cheaper if you live elsewhere in the United States. This is $7.98, yeah, for a 14-ounce container. And I keep them in the refrigerator. Always keep your dates in the refrigerator. When you purchase them at the store, they are in the refrigerator. It may be an open refrigerator, but it's a refrigerator. And then don't forget to take out the seed. They are pitted. This will break up your blender. This one doesn't break it, like it wouldn't break up, but. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who is. I'm answering a question in Zoom. Yeah, I'm not sure who is, but you can probably share the photo with me, Kathy, and Lady D. Okay. All right, so there goes. And then now I roasted it with some cinnamon and I didn't add any of this because I was rushing. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. That's my little coriander and cardamom, right? And if I wanted to, I could also add some banana because it's a fruit. Hello, somebody, it's a fruit. But I don't want the banana flavor. I really don't. So I want pumpkin. I want it to be pumpkin. All right. Then, so I have my sweetener in there. My nuts are going to create my milk. I'm going to add some ice because it's not frozen. So last night I did do this. So my ice trays, I don't know where my ice trays are. So what did I do? I got a bottle of water, cut it open, and just used it as my ice. Okay. So I have ice because I don't have any ice. I didn't freeze. I don't want to add water. Okay. And I didn't want to freeze it. So in hot places, they're in the fridge, but in the US, they're just out. Really? No. They're here
Wow.
in Nassau because they mold. Remember, they mold. So we're talking about the dates now. So the comment is, do we put the dates in the refrigerator? I put my dates in the refrigerator because when I purchased them at the store, they're in a cooler, an open cooler, but it's a cooler where the fresh produce like the kiwi. It's always in the area of the kiwi, the tamarinds, the things of that
Right.
nature.
But yours is fresh. Ours is dried. That's why.
Right. Mine is fresh. I don't like the dry ones. I like the fresh one. Now, if I can't find them fresh, then I buy them dry. But this is fresh, so they get moldy if you don't keep them. But I love it. I love them fresh. All right, so I'm gonna just see if I can crack through some of this ice. Maybe
If
I'll
you
just
just run
You
that
guys run
over the
some water
water, it'll
out.
loosen up.
I
Run that
am.
over the
I
water,
was
it'll
about to go
pop out.
there. I was
Okay.
about to go there right now, but I don't know that I want to use all of the ice. I don't know if that I need. I guess I should. Why not? But I'm thinking maybe I should just. I'll do the old-fashioned way.
That's solid. Is it going to blend that solid?
Right. That's why I want to cut it up a little bit first. Yeah,
Well,
that's why I
don't
want
use
to
your
cut it up.
knife. You're gonna ruin the tip of your knife if you do
I
that.
know, right? So here's how I do it island style because I don't have I can't my dad left behind a nice ice pick, but I don't know where it's at. So I'm gonna just use this here and there you go. I usually put it in a plastic bag because it comes in a oh there you go. All right. I put it in a plastic bag and we slam it on the ground. Because I don't know where my ice pick is. I do have one.
Yep. I used to do
My
that too. Just slam it
watch
hit
me.
it. Yep. Hit it on the ground.
I know, right? Yes, I would put, they come in plastic bags, and what we do, the guy just says, boof, drop it.
Take your
I don't know if
aggression
this
out.
can break. I don't know that this here can break the Korean. I'm not so familiar with this, but I'm just trying to get some ice, and I don't want to use my knife tip because it does mess up the knife tip. But it is cracking up. I tell you that. One more, and I think I should have it. Let's do it. Let's try. This is all the frustration you have, all the anger you have, all the whatever you have. Please just take it out on some ice. Do not go to school or work today, round people out, okay, and doing all these crazy things. Oh my goodness, I think I got it. One more. Woo! I lost some. I lost some when I won. That's okay. All right, let's do. Oh, nice. Just put that in there. Awesome. I think I could just do the rest of it now. I'm still gonna probably need some water, but I did want it to be a little chill. Not frozen, but chill. Okay. All right. There we go. Well, I may have to use my scissors to cut the rest of it up. Or a knife. Let's try it. That's why you have to have a scissors in your kitchen, right? Gotta have it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I met so many beautiful people in Eleuthera. Oh, what beautiful families. The Julian family, everybody, just beautiful. I'm gonna start calling names. When you start calling names, you get in trouble, right? Get in trouble. All right, beautiful. So I'm going to add a little water now. Of course, the almonds will make our milk. Let's add a little water. I'm not sure if any's in there. I came home and I had to make water. Let's grab my jug. Jug. Now you can use milk that you have there. You can even use a little coconut milk. I think a little coconut milk will actually be absolutely fascinating in this. And I do have some in my refrigerator that I had opened. So I may just pull some of that. But just a little, not a whole lot. All right. And now we blend. Let's try this thing here. With my Jamaican friends, how come you guys
Ginger.
didn't say a pinch of ginger?
A
I
pinch of ginger.
know. What my family this morning, guys?
Pinch of
How come
ginger.
y'all didn't even? Man, listen here. Don't. Gotta put that in there. A pinch of ginger. Yum, yum, yum. Just a small piece, I think, for this amount. Let's try it. I'm like, they didn't remember. Nobody said anything about ginger. Wow, I'm surprised. All right, there we go. Let's try it and see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna add a little more water because I don't want it to be so pumpkin like pie. I want it to be a smoothie. Okay. Be a smoothie. Sorry. I have enough nuts in there, I think, to make about half this container in I don't know if I have enough sweetener in there. That may be the only thing. Because I only added like 4 dates. Nice. So it could be a little sweeter for me, so I'm not gonna add more dates because my dates need to soak. They're hard. I have a little bit of maple syrup left in my jar. Oh my goodness, I have a whole container here of a whole big bag of what's it called
Maple.
again? No, someone gave me in the island string beans. String beans. They grow, they said, in abundance there in the island. All right, let's try that again. The spice is awesome. The ginger, I don't need to add any more. There's a kick in there. Awesome. I think it could be a little creamier, but there again, like I said, you play with it until I get that recipe out.
Marlene, you know what I'm thinking? Oh, that's right. She
Yes,
can't hear.
I can
I'm
hear.
thinking that
I can hear.
that's basically because when you cook it, when you use that, what is that called? Don't tell me. The Vitamix, it makes it into a soup. You can literally make a soup
I
and then
can
it'll
go.
come
I
out.
can keep going. I can keep going and it gets hot like a soup. Yes.
So is that basically like a chilled soup?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're right. hmm you can cook in this. You can cook in that. Vitamix is powerful. Vitamix is powerful. So you can make cool soups. You can go long enough it gets warm, right? You can go
I
long enough
think
and
the
it gets
good thing though is that if this is thick and kind of
let's see how
thick
thick it
to
is.
where it might be a little hard to drink it through a straw, I
Mm-hmm.
understand that's how we're supposed to drink things so that it rolls in our mouth versus like a juice. When we make a soup, excuse me, when we make
It's
a
pretty good.
soup, it's supposed to be thick and slushy like that.
Right, right. Soup is not supposed to be watery. Ellen White, Sister
Right.
White, says our soup should never be so watery because it's hard on the digestion. It should be, it should be a food that you have
A
to chew.
bisque, a bisque. That's what that is
Yeah,
like. A bisque.
yeah. So that's really nice, guys. That's pretty cool. Now I think it could be a little creamier, so I could have added because I added quite a bit of
A little bit of water.
pumpkin in there. You could add more water.
What
You
about
could
coconut
that's
milk?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna add some coconut milk to this. That's what I'm gonna
Oh
do now. I'm
wow.
gonna go and get some coconut milk. Just a little. I think it will just top it off. It will just give it a really, stronger flavor and nicer, richer, creamier kind of a feeling. I think I have some here. Let me show you guys something. Yeah, spoon. Look at that. I gave away, this bag was filled from the garden with string beans from Ibiza. My
Right.
friend, my student, he was my student. Pacino was my student. And his wife is, of course, I tell you, I adopted her. She has a mama, but I adopted her. So she has two mummies now. I like her spirit. She is fantastic young lady. No, I did not take it out of the can. I don't know why I didn't. That's really bad. I'll put about 2 spoonsful, and then I'll add some more water. Just a little, because it's creamy, very creamy. Right. Then I'll add a little more water, just a little. Nice. It's very nice. I mean, telling you guys, I'm not kidding. It's really nice. The flavor is great. And it's like a pumpkin pie. It's like a pumpkin pie. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right, there goes our chilled pumpkin pie soup. There goes our chilled pumpkin pie soup. Let me grab some. I don't have any pecans, but because it goes really well with pecans, so I'll just top it up with some walnuts. Chopped walnuts. Give it a little crunch on top. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Awesome. So I have enough for later because today is our raw day. It's not, so it's a partial raw day for me today. Let's get the walnuts. Let's grab some walnuts. I think I have a little bit here, and I wanted to roast them, but I could have put them in there. It would have been nice. A nice little crunch. Let's move some stuff off the counter. I like things to look neat when we're about to close out. I'll bring this out. I'll bring out some of these native things from the family of islands, the Eleuthera in particular. Bring that there. There you go. Let's put that there. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And I was looking what other flavors would go well with pumpkin. You can do orange, zest. That's nice. People can grab a spoon here. Because to me, it's like a smoothie, soup smoothie kind of thing. All right. There goes our finished product. Yum, yum, yum. It tastes really good. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Little kick of ginger.
Mm.
That's good. Mm-mm. There goes the seed from the nut. No joke. Mm-mm-mm. So in packaging, a small piece of the shell got in there. So I want to take some pictures, so I'm gonna just I didn't get it out.
What did you
There we
sprinkle
go.
on top there?
Walnuts and some of the shell from the
Okay.
nut was in.
Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking
That's
some
really.
pine nut would go right on top.
I don't have any pine. I have walnuts. I have what's the other one called? I have no pecan. Pecan to me would be good.
Yeah.
Walnuts. I have almonds. I have cashews. I have pistachios, but no pine. But that would be good too. This is good. No more chewing. Our time's gone. So for those of us who are interested, I haven't had a chance to.
Um,
Been going too much. So I'm gonna just go right quick.
you can sprinkle the coconut on top to give it a little color. And then your nut.
I will do that for my picture.
Okay. And I
I
put
will
the
do that for
link
my
in there
photo.
for you to
Thank you.
share
I'm gonna.
YouTube.
I did say thanks, but I think you probably were not there when you said thank. You
Oh
said
no,
thank
I
you.
was there. I just stayed muted.
Oh, okay. So let me show you quite quick what's going on this weekend for Miss Marlene, and then next weekend I'm off totally. Don't call me. Don't look for me. So here's what's going on this weekend. We have a bread bake class at my church. For those of us who are interested, it's a Grandstown Church project, March 24th. How to bake delicious bread. We're going to be doing hot cross buns for those who are interested in that kind of thing. So come on over and learn how to. You don't have to bring any ingredients. All you have to do is bring your bowl, bring um your mixing bowl, your mixing spoon, your kitchen towel. We provide the pans, we provide everything. Now, if you want more raisins, more coconut, more nuts, you bring some of that also. Amen. So if you'd like to, you can reach out to me today so we can get you registered for that class. Space is limited. We can only take 25 persons. I think we're about halfway there because I haven't had a chance to really promote it much for the past couple of days. Been so busy. But please, if you'd like to be part of that, let me know. Then I also do soap making workshops. I haven't had a chance to post the necessary equipment for those and material for those who don't live in the Bahamas. Um, the workshop is $50, and that's without the ingredients. That's just for the cost of my service teaching you a gift that you can go on and make $50,000 maybe in a month. Who's to say how much you're going to do? That's your choice. But this is just a part of what I do as a missionary to make sure that I'm able to take care of myself. Is I teach soap making. So I have a class tomorrow, so that's why I'm going to rest today. So I book whenever you're interested. So I try to book a few persons within that class time, not just one person, preferably at least 2 to 3 persons during that time. I can accommodate no more than three at this time as I'm still trying to finish up my kitchen slash studio slash classroom. All right. I think that's it. So I look forward to seeing you. That's my beautiful island in Eleuthera. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning here on this platform where we come together to learn how to eat and live healthier. Let me just quickly add the to our YouTube channel that link that you can come in and be a part of our prayer room. I believe in prayer. I believe that if we pray more, we're going to be okay. You know, we don't pray enough. We give up too soon. And so thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for, if I can go right back to that video. And thank you for being a part of this class. I'm telling you guys, this is really good. Do try it. I know you may not have no fresh pumpkin if you live in cold parts of the United States or wherever, but you can get the organic one in the can. Or can you purchase frozen pumpkin? I don't know if anybody can purchase.
Okay.
Mm, mm. It's worth it. It's worth
But
it.
a lot of the Asian markets and even the supermarkets carry fresh pumpkin.
Oh, up in New York areas?
I'm not in New when I was in New York area, if you go to the West Indian markets, a lot of them
Okay,
and the
somebody, but
Asian
Rufus said they do
markets,
get
they have
fresh.
fresh
Okay,
pumpkin.
okay.
While
All
we
right,
got
very good.
Linda on the phone, or if you know, Chef Marlene, this, because I'm real interested now to grow me a pumpkin. Does it grow everywhere or do I need a certain climate? Because I'm in, no?
As long as it
Tropical.
doesn't freeze, you can.
It will grow during the summertime, but
Yeah.
it will take over
But I
your
don't know
backyard.
that I don't know that
Take
you get a
over your
pumpkin
yard.
from it in the summer.
Yeah, and you
Would
can
you?
you can trellis it. You can
Yeah, and then you freeze it.
Wait, one
know.
of y'all talk at a time so I can follow. Go ahead, one at a time.
If you have small space, you can put it in a grow bag and you can trellis it. And then when the fruit comes on, you just have to use a little net or something like those nets that your oranges and stuff come in from the store. You take that and you attach it to the trellis so that the pumpkin is not too heavy hanging on the trellis. But if you have ground space, you can put it on the ground and it will spread and you can grow it.
Cool. So, how long would it take to produce a pumpkin?
It takes a little while, so you start early. If you
That's what I'm That's what I'm thinking. You have to start very early.
yeah, but the ones that you use, like the Caribbean ones, they they take a much longer time. They're more dense and bigger. But
Yeah.
pumpkins, they up here in
You get smaller ones.
well, you can get big ones,
No,
and
I
they
have this one was big. I shared
right.
it.
They grow,
Right.
but they're not as dense as the ones that you get from the island. Yeah,
Oh, I
but
got
they,
you.
they're ready in the fall for for people who celebrate
For Thanksgiving.
for those holidays, those um
That's cool.
Halloween.
So you have grown some.
Yes.
Very nice. All right. Awesome. So it's possible.
Yes.
Let them know they can do this.
Just like your winter squash. Yes.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I love all of them. The whole family is just a beautiful family of the orange, yellow vegetables. You know, those are very important. They're high in beta carotene, high in vitamin A. Very, very. These are cancer-fighting foods. When you see that color so deep, I'm telling you. So you can't go wrong. Don't fry it. Bake it, boil it. You know, those are the kind of things we want to do with things like pumpkin. But we do have some more. I'll find another recipe to share with us tomorrow, probably, or the day after. But definitely we have cheesy broccoli soup on Wednesday. You don't want to miss that. And we'll come up with some other stuff for the rest of this week. Okay. So let's invite Lady D to get back on track with us. I think she's still traveling. But God bless. It's 8:01. And I'm going to close out with my intro, which I didn't get to play.
Post the link.
Get already.
What time is it? Right time to look good and feel good. It's challenge time. Get on board with certified health coach Marlene McKinney. Global Weight Loss Challenge. Enjoy vegan meal plans, clean eating, routine exercise with awesome WhatsApp group support. Get excited. Don't hesitate. Register, forward email address via WhatsApp to 242-535-6293 or Marlene_McKinney at live.com. Don't forget to add your name as it appears on your bank card. What time is it? Life-changing time. Join the challenge. Get on board.